Welcome to Zoe's Treasures, where the vibe is vintage. Buckle up.
Hello everybody, welcome to Zoe's Treasures. My name's Tracy and I'm here with my husband Noel. He's behind the scenes as usual. Hello Southern Charm, the Teacup Trap, how are you? See a lot of names today. Thank you so much for coming to the show. Today is Blue and White and we are going to kind of play a game. So thought, hi Eye for Beauty, thought we would have some fun. So I'll start out doing some random items. As you can see, there's about 13 items in the auction tab. What I thought I would do tonight is we have some riddles and Noel will read the riddle. First person that I see who puts the correct answer in the chat gets to tell me a number from the auction tab and I'll run it for $1. So that's how we're going to do this in the meantime. So we'll just give it a few minutes, get some people in here, and then we'll go ahead and start kind of playing the game a bit. But let's just run some items. As always, it is free shipping. So anything that you purchase from the auction, anything we auction or anything in the shop will be free shipping. And if you purchase 3 or more items, you get a coupon in your box when it is sent to you. And finally, our top 3 tiers, which are Cardinal, Hawk, and Owl, will be invited to a special reward member show on the last day of the month. So that gives you some encouragement to kind of go up here and move up on your move up on the levels there. So with that, let's go ahead and start running an item. Let's do our very first one here. We're going to start off nice and slow with a little piece of Jasperware. This one is it's a little cup. So beautiful Jasperware cup. There's nothing on the bottom there, but your typical blue with the white Jasperware. I think it's called Queensware if I'm correct. And it's Wedgwood. And then you have the ashtray, but these work great as little trinket dishes. And as you can see, it also looks really good with the cup on top of it. So we're going to go ahead and get that one started. Let me drop the time down because that is way too much time. Yep, let's try that again. We're off to a great start this morning. It's okay. And it is up and running. Thank you so much for your bids. And Evergreen Estate, that is going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What are we going to do next here? Let's do this tray. I don't think I have this in the... Let me just make sure I don't have this one listed and I can do this one as a random. All right, I can. So we're going to go ahead and do this tray. This one is so pretty. All I can read on here, I think it says Danbury. I can read England, but it is a really small maker's mark there on the back. It is in perfect condition. It's a beautiful serving tray. And of course, everything is going to be blue and white tonight because we are doing blue and white. Let's see. Where's my measuring tape? Here we go. This one measures 13 1/4 by just shy of 8 inches. And we'll do this one and then we'll do our first riddle to run something for $1 in a second here. Let me get this one going. And that is up and going for $11. Beautiful blue and white serving platter. Thank you so much for your bid. And Southern Charm, that is heading to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, let's start off with our first riddle. We're not going to do them every single item, but we'll sprinkle them in throughout the night. So listen up. The way we're going to do this, the first correct answer I see in the chat, that person gets to pick any item from the auction list. There's 13 items to pick from, and I'll run it for $1.
All right, you ready? Here we go. What kind of tree can you carry in your hand? What kind of tree can you carry in your hand?
Oh, look at that. Evergreen Estate is super fast with the palm tree. That's right. Okay, Evergreen, what Just tell me an item number from the 13 items to choose from, and I will run it for $1. Anything from that auction tab. $23.68. All right, let's see what that is. Right off the bat with a really cool item. All right, let's do this. Okay, these are just spectacular. They are absolutely stunning. So you get a set of 2. Look at this. That is the birds and the florals in there. It is beautiful. It is, let me pin it here real quick so you can see the details because I've got all the measurements in there. All right, so they're Chinese, pretty sure 19th century from all the research that I can find on them. They are signed on the back, both of them are, so we got that signature right there in the middle. This one is 6 1/4 inch square. You've got your beautiful blue flowers around the outside. They're both in mint condition. And then you got this little guy, and it is the exact same design. I love the birds in there. And then look at the outside. You get the really neat corners, and you have that same floral, and that one's signed too. So you get both of those. I'm going to stack them together so you can see them from the top. And we'll go ahead, run it for $1. And that is up and going. You get both of those. So there's 2 pieces there. Thank you so much for your bids. Absolutely stunning antique, 2 antique porcelain pieces. And Evergreen, those are going to you. Yep, thank you so much. Those are heading your way. All right, we're going to do a few more randoms. Then we'll play a game again, and until we're out of auction items, we'll keep playing the game that way. And we'll just keep doing it. Okay, let's see here. Let's do this one. This is a pretty one. Everything tonight, pretty much everything has blue and white in it, but everything is also breakable. Like there is nothing that's just simple. It's all breakable. This is very thin porcelain, hand painted. Look at the colors on there. You've got your greens and your pinks. I love the way the blue goes along that scalloped edge. You've got the great design, like the blue around the rim there, and it has 3 feet. Everything is better with 3 feet. You can actually feel that paint that's in there when you're touching it. And that is going now. I can give you a quick little measurement on that one. That is about 5 3/4 diameter. Welcome in if you're just joining. Thank you so much for your bid. And Nana, that is going to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Look at this pretty teapot here. Look at this. Let me just make sure. I think I have the coffee pot listed, but not the teapot. Let me make sure. Yeah. Okay. So we have the coffee pot here. This is very MCM-esque. Mint condition. So you have, it does need a little bit of a cleaning, but you've got your lid to it there. And then you've got this gorgeous blue. It's almost a Tiffany blue color. No chips or cracks. There is no maker's mark, so I do not know who makes this one, but I love the blue color on this one. And this is one of my favorite things about a blue and white show is all the variety of blue and white that there is out there. And that is going to up and going for just $10. Thanks so much for looking at that one. All right, let's switch gears to something a little bit different. This little wall hanging, it's just something cute to put in your kitchen. It looks like it's a little water tap or something like that. It is ceramic. On the back, what does it say? Handcrafted by the residents of St. Martin's Home, Baltimore, Maryland. So you can kind of see that. You can, has a little hole, you can hang it there on the back. And it's just your really pretty blue and white picture there, or picture, decor. And that's probably about 5 inches. Yeah, it's about 5 inches tall. And that's going, oh, not that much. Goodness gracious. What am I typing? All right, there we go. That is up and running for just $7 today. Thanks so much for your bid. And Tony, that is going to you. Congratulations. Next we have Currier knives. So I've got a few Currier knives pieces tonight. So I ended up with a kind of a big set. So I broke it up a little bit. You'll see in the auction tab we do have 5-piece place settings that we'll get to eventually. But I also have the sugar and creamer. And so it is your blue and white Currier knives. It is in perfect condition. And what I love about this one is this one has the locomotive on it. And then the sugar bowl has the steamboat, which I just thought was so cool. We have the lid there, the pretty blue lid. There is a little bit of staining on the inside, but it is still nice and clean as far as like ready for use. That staining is just age staining. And that is up and going. That's set for $9. Be a great addition to your kitchen if you like Currier knives. Thank you so much for your bid. And the teacup trap, that is heading to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, what are we going to do next? Let's do one of these pieces. So I have 3. These are Bombay plates. After this, we'll do another riddle. So, all right, I have 3 Bombay plates. We're going to do them individually. My ring hit it. But these are so neat. They're all 3 different designs. They are so fun to put up on like your plate wall. Look at that fun. I don't know what that pattern would be called, but it is so pretty. It does say Bombay, made in China on the back. It is in perfect condition. That is, all 3 of these that I will show you are 8 inches. So we're going to start with this one. And that is up and running. I just love the design on that one. Thanks so much for looking at that. We'll bring out the other ones later on because, like I said, they're all 3 different designs. All right, so let's do another riddle. So if you're just joining us, the way we're doing this is my husband will read a riddle. The first correct answer I see in the chat, that person gets to pick any item from the auction tab, and I'll run that item for $1.
Are you ready? Here it goes. I am so fragile that if you say my name, you'll break me. What am I?
I'll give it a second to see if there's any immediate answers. And if not, you can think about it, ponder on it while I will run something else.
I'll say it again. I am so fragile that if you say my name, you'll break me. What am I?
No, Daisy Lane, but that's a good guess. And you know what the hard part about this? The teacup trap, perfect, great answer. We'll hold this one for a second. It is silent, so you were right. So the teacup trap, tell me what item you want me to run for $1 from the auction tab, and I'll run it. Just type the number in. $23.64. All right. Ooh, the teapot or the tea kettle. That is so cool. All right. This probably is one of my favorites. And you're horrible at riddles. Well, you still get a chance at a good deal. We like to play games that everybody can benefit from.
So am I. So am I.
You know what? He was reading those to me at like 10 o'clock the other night. And I'm like, my brain is dead at 10. Like I didn't get any of them right. Okay. We have this tea kettle. Let me take my little inventory off. This is absolutely stunning. Let me go ahead and get that pinned. There is a call out though, so I do want to make sure I'm telling you about the call out. But look at the little bird finial on there. When I looked this up, I saw somebody say it was Johnson Brothers, but it is not marked, so I didn't put it in my description. It is enamel over steel. So you've got the great blue and white pattern, and the tea kettle itself is in really good shape. You can see there's no dings. The paint's still in good shape. What the call out is the little lid that goes above the spout. You can see there is a hinge here. That little lid is missing. That is the only call out. This handle is like a heavy plastic. You've got that little bird finial up there. It is metal on the inside and metal on the inside there. So we're going to go ahead and run that. And we'll turn it like this so you can see the bird. And that is up and going for just $1. Thanks so much for your bids. And the teacup trap, that is heading to you. Thank you very much. All right, let's do a few more random items. This one, if you like the Asian type of art, this one is probably right up your alley then. This is a beautiful vase. Oh, my husband's reading the riddle. Every now and then he'll do a new riddle. And so you just got to kind of listen, hang out and listen for it. He'll read it once or twice. All right, so we have a beautiful Asian vase here. I love the coloring, obviously. It is the blue and white. It is so pretty. Let me give you a measurement. About 12 inches tall. Now there is a hole on the bottom. I'm pretty sure that was intentional. I'm guessing. I don't think it was a mistake. Probably to drain water is what I am assuming. But other than the hole, which I think somebody put there purposely, it is in perfect shape. Oops. I learned to click. Okay, here we go. And we will get that up and going for $10. I'm going now. Interesting. You can see that pretty picture. Thanks so much for your bid. And Evergreen, that is heading to you also. Congratulations. That's a pretty one. All right, let's do this one. This is Fiesta, which, so I thought, I did not know Fiesta made vases. I thought it was more just the kitchenware, but we have a Fiesta vase, that deep, dark kind of cobalt blue. I love the little design along the bottom, just gives it that extra little, oh, thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Michelle.
Gives it that extra little touch there. And I don't know if we can see this here, but it is Fiesta ware. It does say it right there. It's kind of engraved. I know it's going to be kind of hard to see that, but it does say that. It is in perfect condition. It stands 6 1/4 inches tall. And that is going for just $10 right now. It's such a deep dark blue. It almost blends in with the black background there. Thank you so much for looking at that. Let me just grab my next item and get that ready here. All right. This is a little bit different take on blue and white because it has some other colors in there. So this one has a little bit of pinks and yellows, but still absolutely beautiful. Before I turn it over, let me move my tag, but take the lid off so I don't drop it. Portugal. So on the bottom, it does say hand painted, made in Portugal, and it is signed. So that's what that says right there. Shipping is free today, Coach Constance. Shipping is, in all of my shows, shipping is free. I am contemplating, in full transparency, that on specific raid trains, especially the very short ones, to do reduced instead of free, just on those. But in all of my regular shows, shipping is free. All right, so we have beautiful design around there. Again, you got the pinks and the yellows. Just gives you a little bit different of a touch. I am not in Canada. I am in Pennsylvania. Pretty close to Canada, though. And then, of course, you have the inside. Nice, big inside there. And then you've got that top. So it's a really great baking dish, serving dish. I love the little design on the top there. 2 little handles. And we're going to go ahead and get that going for $12.
Riddle is coming up. Stay tuned.
He'll keep me on track there. Thank you so much for your bid. And M. Cole, that's a first purchase. Congratulations. That's heading to you. All right.
Thank you.
My husband says it's riddle time. Let's do a riddle. We have 11 items left in our auction tab.
Okay, here goes. Are you ready? Mr. Jones noticed that his pants pockets were totally empty, but that there was still something in it. What was it?
Lint, air, you gotta, I don't know this one. You gotta look for the right answer.
Nope. Yes, Taco Cat Lady.
Taco
Yes,
Cat. Oh,
absolutely.
very cool. Jar on shelf. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, unless you're talking possibly about the spice jars. Yep. Okay, Taco Cat Lady. Any of the 11 items left in the auction tab, you can pick. Just put the number in there, and I will run it for $1. So while you're doing that, I'm going to figure out top left jar. Oh, this one up here. All right. So this will come up after Taco Cat Lady gives me her number. We'll do that first, and then we'll do this jar. So, Taco Cat Lady, tell you what, you want me to do the jar, and then we'll... All right, we're going to run this one. All right, so this one, let me get this, get it pinned for you. So Taco Cat Lady, I'm just going to wait for you on, just let me know a number and we will run it for $1. Any of the items that are left in our tab, our auction tab. Take a look at this. This one, this ginger jar, absolutely, we'll do this one for $1 then. All right, this one is beautiful. Look at the top of this. I love the print. It is a scrolly floral, almost like huge sunflowers on there, I think is the best way to describe it. It is a stunning, stunning piece. All that scroll work all around those flowers. No, just my inventory tags, nothing else on the bottom there. So I don't know who makes it. It is, so I think I put it in there, 10 inches tall. And it's going to go for just $1. There we go, up and running for $1. Thank you so much for your bids. It's very like bright, like the colors, the glaze on it's gorgeous. And Laurel, that is a first purchase, and that is going to you. Congratulations.
On its way to you.
That is a good one. That is such a pretty jar. All right, let's do another one. Since you like that jar, let's take a look at this one. It's very similar, but it's a little bit smaller, and it's more of a vase. It doesn't have that lid, so it's not a ginger jar, but the design is very similar. We have all of these flowers, possibly daisies, I'm not quite sure, with all of the leaves going around there. You've got a little opening at the top, so it's more of a kind of a bud vase opening. And on the bottom it says porcelain made in Thailand is where this one was made. You can see that there on the bottom. This one stands about 6 inches tall, and it's a good 5.5 inches going around there. A little chubby one. It's cute. And we're going to run that. Oh, not that many. All right, there we go. For $11. And it's up and going. I love the blue and white with the floral. I'm like a little bit obsessed with that. Thanks so much for looking at that. Oh, losing my little sticker here. All right. Let's take a look at a piece of milk glass. There is no blue on it, but I feel milk glass fits in really, really well with blue and white. So we have a gorgeous milk glass basket. This is Westmoreland. Your grape and leaf pattern, and your handle is like a branch on there. So it's really pretty. Hello, Extending Gray Shop. It is in perfect condition. You see the inside there, a little dusty. That's it. There's no staining. We do have our Westmoreland mark down there on the bottom. I know you can't see it, but I can feel it and see it right there, that little W. And it's a good size basket. It stands 11 inches tall to the top of that handle. And we're going to get that going for $12. That would look so good at Christmas with like greenery coming out of it, maybe a few little red bulbs on there. It will look so pretty. Thanks for looking at that one. I'm going to put that up here. Let's switch gears and do a little guy here. This is a little piece of pottery. Look at the heart on there. How sweet. I almost saved this for my like cozy cottage type show. There is no mark on the bottom. It's just a plain piece of pottery there. If you don't like the little heart, you can turn it around and have it that way. But it is a cute little, I would say creamer, but it's kind of small for a creamer. And it's 3 1/4 inches. We're going to run that for just $4. And that's going now. Thanks so much for your bid. And T. Jones, that's going to you. And that is a first purchase for you too. Welcome to Zoe's Treasures. Let's take a look at this one. Let me pull that. Yeah, absolutely. We'll do the Fiesta vase again. We can do that next, and then I'll come back to this one. So we have the Fiesta vase. So this is Fiesta. It is a deep, dark cobalt. I love the little detail over here. It's almost like it's on like a little stand. And then the bottom, it does say Fiesta. I know it's going to be very difficult for you guys to see it. I can't even catch the light right. But you'll have to trust me. It does say Fiesta on the bottom. See, does it say anything else? It says Fiesta USA with the letter H. It's okay. And it is 6 1/4 inches tall. Absolutely. We'll get that tall blue and white vase going too. And this one is going for $10. And it's up and running. Thanks so much for your bid. The tall blue and white. Tall blue and white on the shelf. I'm guessing it's this one. And Coach Constance, thank you so much. Make sure I got my numbers right. All right. Okay, thank you. Okay. I'm thinking this is the tall vase you're talking about. This is stunning here. Look at this guy. He is beautiful. We have all different scenery going on here. We have a like a boat scene here. We have mountains and clouds. We have a village scene wrapped around the bottom. It's in perfect condition. It's so beautiful. And just kind of like a feathering pattern on the top. There is some dust down in there, but other than that, there's nothing else. It's nice and good, usable. No marks on the bottom. Don't know who makes this one. It is like an Asian style, 13 1/2 inches tall. My keyboard is not cooperating with me today. And that is going down, $18. Can you run the blue and white ginger jar shaped piece on the top right? Yes, I will. Thank you so much for your bid. And Evergreen, that is going to you. Congratulations. Trying to get my little labels going here. All right. Thank you very much. Let's do this little ginger jar. So obviously blue and white, but it is beautiful. This has almost like hearts. They're not quite hearts, but if you look really close around the edge there, it almost looks like a heart pattern, which I think is so cool, mixed in with all that floral and vines. We have nice clean inside. The bottom does say made in China on there. And then you have your lid with the blue top, and you have the same floral print around the lid. This guy is 6 inches tall. And that is going down. Perfect condition, no chips or cracks. It's a real pretty one. Thank you so much for your bid. And Sherry, that is heading to you. Thank you very much.
you.
All right, is it time for another riddle? You ready? Okay. So if you're just joining us, this is what we're doing. My husband will read a riddle. Whoever is the first person to put a correct answer in the chat can pick any of the 10 items left in the auction tab for me to run for $1.
All right, are you ready? Here we go. What has a face and 2 hands, but no arms or legs?
That's
What?
an easy one.
There you go.
Evergreen got it. That was too easy. All right, Evergreen, congratulations. Pick any number from the 10 items left in the auction tab, and I'll run it for $1. 1, 2, 2, 3. What is that one? Oh, this is a pretty one. All right, so this is Wedgwood. There are 2 little callouts, but they're very minute callouts on this. Let me pin this one so you can see the description there. All right, so this is it's almost an off-white. I know it looks blue and white, but the white is almost like an off-white. It's almost creamy white. And then, of course, you have your classic Wedgwood design on there with the blue. You have your spout is still really good, and you have all the blue around there. You've got that blue on the handle. Now, the 2 callouts are right here. You can see that little chip right there above my finger. There's a tiny little chip. And then on the bottom, it's almost a chip. You can see it. It's not quite chipped yet, but eventually it will be if it's not taken care of. So we're going to go ahead and run that one. And that is up and going for just $1. Thanks for your bids. And Evergreen, that is heading to you. Congratulations.
Thank
All right,
you.
what else do we have here? Let's do this one. Since we're doing pictures, let's stick with this picture. Oh, I forgot. I had 2 over there that I set to the side. Evergreen unlocked Cardinal tier. And since you've unlocked the Cardinal tier, you now are eligible. You should see our rewards show pop up on the show list. So that is the end of the month. What I do is anybody in the Cardinal, Hawk, or Owl, which is the top 3 tiers, you get access to a reward members only show where I have items that I have never shown before, and it's everything that I have curated for the last month, getting ready for the next month. So you get first crack at the items. Oh, thanks so much. I've missed seeing you guys too. I missed you this morning. I love discounts. We had a whole conversation in your chat, and you guys weren't even there.
We had a whole show in your show.
The whole show without you. Your show without you. All right. We have another picture here. So this is classic, like the castle look there. It is that lighter color blue and white. It is so pretty. There's I'm just double checking, no call outs that I can find. It is made in Japan, but you've got that gorgeous scalloped edge and the beautiful castle design going around this one. I was surprised. I thought this was going to be ironstone when I picked it up, and I was really surprised that it wasn't and that it was made in Japan. But I'm like, okay, well, that's still cool. Let me give you a quick measurement. Its highest point is 6.5 inches tall. And we're going to run that for $10, up and going. Kind of push that up. It's a really, really pretty one. Thank you so much for your bid. Hi, Mary. I'm going to answer for my husband. Hello.
I already said hi, but hello, Miss Mary.
And
hello, I love
Sotzman,
discounts.
I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right, but welcome to Zoe's Treasures. That was the first purchase. Thank you so much. Okay. This one, I think somebody asked for this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to run it again. I forget if somebody asked for this or not, but we're going to run it again.
Discounts. It was a really good show this morning.
You know what? We'll hold on this. Spelled weird. Last name is Eastman. Oh, okay. I see it. So S.O. Eastman. Got it. Actually, I'm going to hold on this just in case somebody wants it run for $1 when we're doing the riddle. So we're going to hold on that for a second, just in case. Let's do this one instead. This is a little tea caddy. Let me pull my tag off here.
Thank you, Robert.
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna get my tag off that. All right, so this is a little tea caddy. It is a like an Asian design, little Asian design there. It has your lid, beautiful blue and white. I don't know, some type of floral on there. It's really pretty. And then of course you've got the part where your tea would go into. All the different scenes, mountain scenes, water scenes. It's nice and clean. We have a label that I absolutely cannot read there in the middle. It is not in English. This tea caddy, I like the shape of this. It's a little bit different. It's 7 inches tall. And we're going to get that going for $11, up and running. And this one has the deep dark blues to it. Thanks so much for your bid. And Evergreen Estate, that is going to you. Congratulations. All right, let's do one more item and then we'll do another riddle. Our next item is a trivet. This is Blue Danube, which is a really great brand for your blue and white items. And it's a little trivet, a little hot plate that you can put on your kitchen counter. I'm sure if you wanted to hang it, you can figure out a way to attach something to hang it on a wall. But you can see it does have that little rim that it sits on. And it is about 6 inches in diameter. And that's going for $10, up and running. Blue Danube, which is one of those really, really collectible blue and white brands. Thanks so much for your bid. And Jen, that is heading your way. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Number 14. Yep, okay. Making sure my numbering's not off. All right, let's do another riddle. So if you are just joining us, the way we're doing riddles, my husband will read it once or twice. First person I see with the correct answer gets to tell me any item of the remaining 9 in the auction tab that they want me to run for $1.
Are you ready? What starts with an E and ends with an E, but only has one letter in it?
Oh, no, it just dawned on me what the answer is. We'll give you guys a minute to.
Yes,
Yeah,
Daisy Lane.
Daisy Lane. Yep, you got it. Congratulations. All right, Daisy Lane. Which of the 9 items in our auction tab that is left would you like me to run for $1? I'll get something ready in the meantime, something else ready. While Daisy Lane's contemplating. Well, Daisy, 2365. All right. 2365. Let me get that one going. Oh, this is a pretty one. I like this one. Okay. So this one says, let me get a pen so you can see. I put the ones when I actually take a picture and put it in the listing, I try to put measurements and everything so you can see it. So on the back it says Churchill, made in England, Myott, M-Y-O-T-T factory, archive illustrations, Thanksgiving. So it is your turkey. There we go. Let me set the turkey up right. Turkey with the floral around it. You can see it has like a little pattern going on there. And then the back is what I just read to you. Perfect condition, 8-inch diameter. And we're going to run it for $1. Hold on. Oh, you were in the bin. Oh, I'm missing something. Square dish on the left. Absolutely, we'll do that one too. We're going to run this one for $1 because Daisy Lane picked it. Thanks so much for your bids. Oh, I know. Okay. Daisy Lane, thank you so much. That is going to you. All right. So we had a request for this one. I think this is in the bin. So if we can run another riddle, or I can just go ahead and just run this guy here. This platter is stunning. All right. So tell you what we'll do. We'll do another riddle right off the bat. And as soon as I see an answer, if you guys pick this, we'll run it. And then if not, we'll hold off until somebody, we're going to get to it eventually. But I know somebody wants this one.
Here goes. What has one eye but can't see anything at all? What has one eye? Yes, Southern Charm.
Oh, very good. All right, Southern Charm. What's your number? We have 8 items left. We did have a request. Okay, so we are going to do that one. All right, let me get that pinned. So we're going to do this platter. This is an amazing platter. Okay, look at this. So on the back, let me tell you what it says first. It is Hill Pottery, and then it says rustic, and there is the number I put in the description there. So first of all, there's your mark on there, Hill Pottery. It's heavy like you would expect ironstone to be heavy. That's kind of the feel to it. There is some crazing on there. We have some crazing and a little bit of staining going on in here. You can see that. And then some staining on the back. But it is so beautiful. It's like you're looking out a window, like you're sitting on a window bench and you're looking out over this river scene. And Kiss My Glass is rating with a party of 13. All right, let me just acknowledge Kiss My Glass, and then we're going to run this gorgeous tray. So when you rate us, what we do is we like to go and take a quick look at your profile. While my husband's pulling that up, welcome into Zoe's Treasures. My name's Tracy. We're about to run this gorgeous platter for just $1. So stick around, but let me see. Let's just check out Kiss My Glass really quick. We are Zoe's Treasures. So for everybody who just joined us, we do free shipping here. So anything you purchase in the auction or down in the shop, you will get for free shipping. So save yourself a little bit of money there. You can't pull it up? All right, we're going to run this while he works on pulling it up. So, gorgeous platter, 14 by 10. This is about to go for $1. I had it listed for 18, but we're having some fun with the game tonight. So, up and going for just $1. Thanks so much for your bids. And Kiss My Glass, we're going to take a look at your profile as soon as my husband can pull it up there. Thank you for bringing your people over to our show tonight. This is such a pretty platter. Jen, you are not going to be disappointed. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous platter. Congratulations. All right, Kiss My Glass, thank you for the raid. If you guys don't know who Kiss My Glass is a glass addict, definitely. A variety of glass. Also carry kitchen and derpy. Some chili with me. Oh, some chili. Come chill with me. We can eat chili too, right? Come chill with me or shop and check them out. Saturdays and Sundays, 1 o'clock Central Time. The next show is 8:24, so that's coming up soon. All right. Thank you so much for the raid. Let's move on. Okay, so we're doing some random. That tray's gorgeous. The tray is absolutely stunning. All right, we're going to do a few more randoms, then we'll do another riddle. Let's do this little square one here. So this is Johnson Brothers, but it doesn't specifically say ironstone. It just says Johnson Brothers on it. But it is a blue willow, if I hold it up right. It's the Johnson Brothers blue willow square saucer plate, whatever you may call that. It does have that Johnson Brothers mark on the back. It is about 7.5 inches square. And that is up and running for $9. Going now, and it's in mint condition. Thanks so much for your bid. And Susan, thank you so much. That is a first purchase for you also. Congratulations.
On its way to you.
Let's do this one, and then we'll do 1 or 2 more, then we'll do another riddle, because we have about 7 items left for our riddles. All right, I don't know what I just clicked, but I have a million emojis showing on my screen. All right, there we go. This is a piece of pottery. And it's upside down for you guys. There we go. It is a piece of pottery that I thought was so pretty with the upcoming Christmas season. This is one of those ones that could be Christmassy, but you can also use it year round. It is very simple, blue and white, with your dove holding that olive branch in there. On the back, it is signed by Noble Clay, is what that says there. I know you can't. Right there, it says Noble Clay. It is in perfect condition, and it's a good size, 11 inches in diameter. And that's going for just $10. Thanks so much for your bid. And Ohio Bojangles. Thank you so much. That is going to you.
Thank you.
All right, let's do some candlestick holders. So I had these last week, but I had to bring them back for the blue and white because I just think they would look so gorgeous mixed in with your blue and white. They are milk glass. You have your little diamond point pattern. You're going to get both of these. They're in perfect condition. I do not know who makes them because I could not find any marks on it, but they're just absolutely beautiful. They stand about 4 inches tall. You're going to get the pair of those. We're going to run it for 10. Oh, not 110. We're going to run it for just 10. There you go. They are up and running. $10 for a pair of milk glass candlestick holders. Oh, you can turn them over too. Southern Charm taught me this. You can turn everything over and make it like double use. How cool is that? Thank you so much, Ramona, for your bid. And Ramona, that is going to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, let's do. I'm trying to retire early. What's that about? That went over. What? Oh, 110? Yes. Yeah, we're just gonna raise prices. Everything's gonna be like 100 and something dollars. No, it won't. I don't do that. But I don't know. I've noticed some prices on Whatnot. Like, there's some crazy prices lately. Like, I've seen a few that I'm like, wow, you like. And I don't say it in a mean way, but I see stuff that I sell that I see like other people, like similar type items, and I'm just like, okay. But that's it. All right, take a look at this one. So this is one of those commemorative plates, but it is so pretty. And you know what I really like about this? It's a commemorative plate, but it doesn't have that print on the front. So you can just admire the beauty of it without like, church of blah, 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 blah. So on the back, though, it does say it's the Mount Berry Chapel, the Berry Schools out of Mount Berry, Georgia. So this is out of Georgia, and it does say it was founded in 1908, and this is made in England. So you have your beautiful blue and white. That's all the stuff I just read to you there. Love the florals going around it. Still has water from when I washed it. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm a liar. I'm a total liar. Look at that. I'm sorry. Look at. Oh, turn it over. Sorry. Go back the other way. Okay, thank you. It blended right in. I didn't even see it. Look at this. It has berry something up there, but it blends right in. Okay, now you can switch the camera.
So now I'm fired.
Oh, you can fire me for that one.
And she's the one who changes it.
You can fire me. That is up and going. $10. It is still pretty. 10-inch diameter. Thanks so much, Southern Charm. Save me. Somebody come and save me. I don't know what I'm doing. Southern Charm, that's going to you. It is always the husband's
Thank
fault.
you.
That's the way it works. Okay. Let's do a riddle.
All right. Are you ready? If two's company and three's a crowd, what do 4 and 5 make? If 2 is company and 3 is a crowd, what do 4 and 5 make?
I don't know the answer, so I hope you're looking.
Yes, absolutely.
Wait, who's right?
Antoniak.
Who is? Hold on. I missed. What's the answer, honey? Tell me the answer.
9.
9. All right, Anthony. Okay, Anthony, you got it. What do you want me to run for $1? Social anxiety, the white owl. I'm with you. I am with you. We have 7 items left to pick from in the auction tab. You can pick any of those items. Just throw that number in there and I'll run it for $1. I don't scan. I am not set up to scan, but you can pick. If you look in your auction tab, there are 7 items left, and I will run any one of those items of the 7 that are in the tab. Oh, who got it first? Okay, well, since we didn't see Ramona's, then both of them get to pick an item for $1. So, Ramona and Anthony, you both get to tell me anything from the auction tab that I will run for $1. While you're contemplating, I'll go find something just to keep us busy. All right, we're going to watch for your numbers. In the meantime, I'm going to run this one.
You can pick from the auction tab.
Yep, there's 7 items left in the auction tab. In the meantime, we'll run this and I'm watching for your numbers. So we have no maker's mark, a gravy boat, but I think this would be so pretty with some greenery in it. Oh, you're good? Okay. The Folly plate. All right, we're going to come right back to that. All right, so we have this little gravy boat here. Very pretty. Has a, I don't know if you can technically call it a blue willow pattern, but it is very similar to a blue willow pattern. No chips or cracks. There's no maker's mark on it, but we're going to go ahead and run it. And then we'll get those dollar items going. This one is going to go for just $9, and it's going now. And while that's doing, I'm going to look and see what item we're going to do for the $1 here. Okay, Folly plate, got it. Thanks so much for your bid. And Anthony, that is going to you. Thank you so much. Let me get a number put on there so I can make sure it gets to you. All right, and this is our next $1 item. So this one, that's one of my little stickers on there. Let's move it. Okay. This one is so pretty. It has the blues and the whites and the gold. Let me get it pinned so you can see it. All right. So this is the TME Foley Crown England. Mint condition. Absolutely stunning. Deep, deep dark blue. Almost looks black there around the edge, but it is just a deep blue. And that's your maker's mark there. No chips or cracks. It is, I got it in there, 10-inch diameter. And we're going to run that for just $1. If I can figure out how to click buttons again today, here we go. All right, it is up and running. Oh, the sound went out the jar on the left? Absolutely. Jar on the left. I am not sure which jar on left is that side for them. Okay. Southern Charm, thank you so much. That is heading to you.
Can you help us with which jar on the left?
Yes, so we had 2 that were on the left. If I'm trying to figure out which one, we have the vase or we have the humidor. This one, the vase. Vase, okay. We're going to run, because Ramona didn't pick, we'll do this one for $1 too. So hope you're okay with that, Ramona. We're going to go ahead and use your winning answer there to run this guy for $1. Let me get it pinned and then I'll tell you a little bit about it. So this is made in Taiwan, 5.5 inches tall, beautiful, beautiful florals on there with all the leaves going around it. It has a bud vase size kind of opening, and the bottom does say it's porcelain made in Taiwan there. And we'll get that going for just $1. And then we'll run a few more items before we do another riddle. Thank you so much for your bids. I love the floral on this one. I think blue and white and floral has to be my favorite. Looking Glass Lane, that is going to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see here. What have we not done? How about a little flower frog? This is a different type of flower frog. So this is Williamsburg pottery. So a little bit off-white, more of your tan color. But you have that great cobalt blue with the floral on there. And this is actually, if you see all those holes on there, it is an actual floral frog. So you can put a little bit of water in there, put your flowers in there, the stems, and you've got a flower frog. It is marked Williamsburg. I cannot do words. Williamsburg pottery on the bottom. And it stands 4.5 inches tall. And we're going to run that for $8 up and going. I thought it was really neat to have a flower frog like that. A little unusual. Thanks so much for your bids. And Jen, that is going to you. Congratulations. All right, we have a set of
Thank
3
you.
bowls next, and they all kind of match. I'm trying to find. There we go. All right, so we have 3 of them. Let me show you. We have two that are exactly the same size and one a little bit smaller, but they have this really pretty floral pattern on the inside, kind of an oriental type design to it, with your flowers along the outside, and of course you got the little pedestal base. So we have 2 of them that are exactly the same size, so you get those 2. And then you have this third one that the pattern's the same, but the bowl itself is just a tad bit smaller. They are porcelain. So we're going to put them all 3 together here, give you a quick measurement. The big ones are 6-inch diameter. You get 2 of those. And the third one is a 5-inch diameter. So you're going to get all 3 of those bowls. And that is up and running. 3 of those. Nice set going on there. Thanks for looking at that. We're going to move that over here. Let's do this. I have had this in my auction tab. I'm getting down to the end of them. Let me make sure I'm running the right one. Not in my auction tab, in my bin for a while. And I pulled these out last minute to add to this show. So we're going to go ahead and run this. So this is Spode. This is a collection of their spice jars. I had 10. I am down to, I think, 4 left only. This one is called the Ionian. They are, I want to say new old stock, but they didn't come in the packaging, but they have never been used. So you have your beautiful building on there. They are porcelain. You have the lid, which is just gorgeous. It has a little rubber thing, so it fits nice and tight. And again, they're like brand new. The bottom says the Spode Blue Room Collection, and this is the Ionian. That's what all of that says down there. I've had them listed for 16. We're going to go ahead and run this for just 10. And it is up and going. Thanks for looking at that one. All right, we have Currier and Ives. This is another piece of that Currier and Ives set. This is the serving bowl. So this would be great for vegetables. So Currier and Ives, that's what it says on the back there. And then you've got just your classic blue and white. It is so pretty. It is a cabin scene, like a little woodsman type scene on there. It is a good size, either large soup or serving bowl. It is 9 inches in diameter. And that is going for $6, up and running. All right, thanks for looking at that. I think it's time for another riddle. So let's go and do another riddle. We only have 5 items left in our auction tab. We will run each one of those for $1 as the riddles are answered. Well, we actually have a pre-bid on one, so we're going to run that one. Let's run that first, and then we'll do a riddle. So let's run this pre-bid item, and then we will do a riddle. Look at this. Humidor, blue and white. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Look at that scene. It is the boats and the windmills on there. This is a milk glass. and or not milk glass, opaline glass. Sorry, let me get the language right. Opaline glass. There's a bunch of writing on here, and it does say that it is made in Holland, and it has that maker's name there on the bottom. The top is a plastic top, but it seals nice and tight, and it is nice and clean in there. That is going to go up and going right now. Thank you so much for your pre-bid. That is running. It does stand, I think I got the measurements in there, but it is 6 inches tall. Thank you so much, Jen, for your bid on that. I appreciate that. And Jen, that is heading to you. Thank you so much. All right, let's do a riddle. If you are just joining us, what we're doing is we're doing a riddle. My husband's going to read it, and the first person to put an answer correct in the chat, we have 4 products left or 4 items in our auction tab. You tell me what item, I'll run it for $1.
All right, here we go. I have teeth but cannot eat. What am I?
You have teeth but cannot eat. I don't know what it is. I hope you're watching.
Yes, Maudie. A comb.
A comb.
All good answers, though.
All right, Mondi, you won that. So we have 4 items left in our auction tab. Tell me a number, and I will run it for $1. Any of those 4? 2367. Oh, look at right there. Look at it. It was right in front of me, like it was meant to be. Okay, so 2367 is these trivets, but they can also be hung on the wall. So it's a set of 2. They're wood on the outside, and then this is a like a porcelain or a tile piece on the inside. And it's so pretty. You've got that little kind of like that vase with the floral look in there. They're in great condition. On the back, they do have the little hanger piece here, so you could hang them, or they also have feet that you can sit them down on. So you get both of them. One of them has a little scratch on the wood, but that is it. Other than that, they are don't look like they've been used very much at all. And we're going to run both of those $1. They're going now. And they are about 8 1/4 inch diameter, or not diameter, square. Thank you so much for your bids. T. Jones, that is going to you. Congratulations.
On its way to you.
All right, we're down to 3 items left. Let's take a look at these plates. We showed this one earlier. Let's look at this one. It's a little bit different. This one's pretty. So these are Bombay made in China. Bombay made in China plates. I think this would be so beautiful on a like on a gallery wall or a plate wall. It's just so pretty. I love the design on there. It's kind of abstract-y. I like it. Kind of boho-y. 8 inches in diameter. So it's a good size. And we're going to run it for $5. Up and going. Thanks so much for your bid. Moggy, that is going to you, and that is a first purchase. Thank you so much. I have 2 more of those. I will run 1 more now, and then we'll do another one in just a little bit. We might as well do 2. Tell you what, let's have fun. Let's run them together. Since I'm doing randoms, let's do the last 2 of those together. So they're all different designs. So this is the next design. So that was a really pretty. It's all the same Bombay made in China plates, all 8 inch diameter, and then we have this design. And so all 3 of those were a little bit different in the design, but they do kind of go together. We're going to run both of these. So you get 2 plates, and it's going now. Let's see that other design on there. It's so pretty. And thank you for looking at those. Let's do, I don't know if did I do these bowls? I don't remember if I did these bowls. Let's take a look at these bowls. These are really pretty. All right, so we're going to do them separately. We have this one here. Love the blue floral around the outside and on the inside. It's just so deep in blue. I really like that one. The floral on there. And it is 6 inches in diameter. And that is up and going for just $5. Great berry bowl. That's a perfect berry bowl size. Thanks so much for your bid. And Hut Cherry, that is going to you. Thank you. Let me check out the number. Yep, okay. And then we have this one here. Same size, but this one has like a grape and leaf pattern in there. And a nice leafy type pattern around the outside. And that is going now. Thank you so much for your bid. I'm over here trying to steal sips of water while it's running. And Hut Cherry, that's going to you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank
All right,
you.
let's do this one, and then we'll do another riddle because we're getting down to the very end here. All right. This one is just a little piece of pottery. It is a baby blue. I thought it was so adorable, and it's a different blue, and it's why I wanted to include it, just to show the variety in the blues and whites. So you just a little like vessel. You can put it on top of some books, would look really great. 3 inches tall. And that's going now. Has like a deeper speckled blue look to it. It almost is coming across purple on my screen. I don't know what it looks like to you guys, but it's almost looking purple to me. Thanks for looking at that. All right, let's do this one and then does it look purple? That's what I thought when I just looked up on my screen. I'm like, that looks purple. It's really blue though. It's like a very pale blue. All right, we're gonna do this and then we'll do another riddle because we only have a couple items left. So these are the Currier and Ives salt and pepper set. They're a little bit older, been used a little bit more. They have the coach and horse on there. Then you have your S and the P. The stoppers have been removed. This one has a stopper on the inside. But you do have your sugar and your pepper. If you like the blue and white. Oh, salt and pepper, not sugar. It's been a day. That's just where I'm at right now. All right, we're going to run that set for $5. Up and going. I like the Stagecoach on there. I showed these to my son. Surprisingly, my son was all about these. He's like, those are so cool. He's like 22. It's the last thing in the world I thought he would think is so cool. Thank you for your bids. And Ash 4, that's a first purchase for you. Thank you so much. All right, let's do another riddle. We have only, 3 items left in the bin to run for $1, or in the auction tab.
All right, you ready? What runs but never walks, murmurs but never talks, has a bed but never sleeps, has a mouth but never eats? What runs but never walks, murmurs but never talks, has a bed but never sleeps, has a mouth but never eats?
We have an answer. Is that it?
Yes, Miss
All
Maudie
right.
again.
Maudie is the first one. Congratulations. You're fast with that. But Daisy Lane was right on your tail there with the correct answer too. Okay, out of the 3 items left, we have a coffee pot. We have a large Delft collector plate, or the whole Currier and Ives 6-piece place setting, $23.69. All right. Oh, this is so pretty. And then we'll do the teapot too. Okay, so we're doing this coffee pot here. We're going to run this coffee pot for $1. It's like the teapot I did a minute ago, very MCM-esque. There is a tiny little flea bite right there. That's the call out. It's right tip. I don't know if you can even see it on camera, but it is right there. Other than that, it is in perfect condition. I love this blue. It's so vibrant and so different than the blues we've been looking at. You have your lid that's in great shape. The inside just needs a little scrubbing down there, but there's nothing wrong with it. And there is no maker's mark, so I do not know who makes this, but I like the contrast of that white on the inside and the lid with the blue. I just think it's really pretty. And we're going to go ahead and run it for just $1. So did I get it? Yep, there we go. Up and going. 8.5 inches tall. Such a pretty shade of blue, too. Thanks so much for your bids. And Southern Charm, that is heading to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and do the teapot that matches that. That was the weirdest noise. What was that? Oh, that was my phone. Oh, okay. There is like a charm, like something going off, like a charm dinging sound. All right. We have the teapot, the matching teapot. It is the same blue that we just saw with the coffee pot. So you've got your same lid. The inside there, that beautiful contrast. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And we're going to go ahead and run this. Again, this one has no maker's mark. I do not know who makes these, but they are pretty. All right. My husband says to run it for $1, so let's run it for $1. Yeah, I guess he's feeling good today. There we go. Up and going for $1. He's holding up a finger. I'm like, what are you doing? Are you giving me like the wrong finger? Nope, he said $1. Thanks so much for your bids. And T. Jones, that is going to you. Thank you very much. What else? The wrong finger. Yeah, he better watch out. I tell you what. All right, let's do this one here. This is a hand-blown Christmas ornament, but it doesn't have to be for Christmas. I mean, you can use this at any time. It is a gorgeous blue with the swirly white going on in there, and just has a ribbon you can replace with any type of hanger that you want. I'm thinking there should be a ponto mark of some sort, but I can't feel it. But it is a beautiful hand-blown ornament. I'm probably going to have to hold it because it's going to roll around. Okay, I'll hold it in a second here. What is a flat plate on the shelf? I will pull that up next. Give me a second. This is going to go for just $4, and that is up and going. Little ornament. Oh, down. Okay, there we go. I guess we're doing this way. Thanks so much for your bid. The flat plate on the shelf. Oh, okay. Monty, that is going to you. Thank you. Set it down inside a bowl here so it doesn't roll away. Flat plate on the shelf is our Delft plate. So this is the Delft plate that we have. This is so beautiful. This is the cobbler. So it is made in Holland, Delft, hand decorated, and it shows your cobbler there. It is, I think, 16 inches in diameter. It has, let me show you real quick, it does have a little hanger on the back, so you can hang it or you can set it down and use it like as some type of a platter. And you know what? We're going to get there anyway, so let's go ahead and just run this for $1. I had it for 16. It's 12.5 inches in diameter, and we're going to run it for $1. Up and going right now. Mint condition, gorgeous Delft like platter or decorative plate. Thank you so much for your bids. And Jen, that is going to you. Thank you so much.
On its way to you.
All right, let's do these guys here. We're going to run all of these together for $1. I've got 4 bowls, 4 little bowls here. We're going to run for $1. So let me show you what they are. They're all a tad. I think they're all different. So we have this pretty little one, little scrolly pattern going. White, just plain white on the outside. All of these bowls are about 4.5 inches in diameter. And then we have these two that match. So they'll come together. We're going to put all of them together, but these two match. They have like a tree. It almost looks like hills or something to me. Kind of like a country scene. And then you have gorgeous on the edges, scalloped there. And then we're going to do this guy too. My little tags are sticking. This one's a little bit different. It has a little pedestal. And it has like blue stripes going around with a floral print to it. So it's really pretty. We're going to do, I'm sorry, okay. We're going to run all of those. And we're going to start them at $1. You get all four. They're in perfect condition. Great little trinket bowls. Up and going. Thanks so much for your bids. Mama K Antiques, thank you so much. That is heading to you. Congratulations. All right, we're going to do our last riddle. We only have one item left in our auction tab. So we're going to go ahead and do that for this item. We're going to do a riddle, and then I'll tell you about the item. So what is our riddle? What's our last riddle?
All right, are you ready? What goes up and down but cannot move?
What goes up or down but cannot move? I have no idea. Temperature? Nope. Nope, not thermometer. Nope, not elevator. Welcome in if you're just joining. We have a riddle going on here. We're trying to answer a riddle so I can run this for $1. The riddle is what goes up and down but cannot move? Do we need a hint? You've stumped me. I have no clue. All right, give us a hint. Hello, the woven basket. All right, what's the hint? What goes up and down but does not move?
What goes up and down but cannot move?
Yeah, that's not a hint. Give me a hint.
Bank account.
I am with you on that one. I think we're going to run this for $1 just for that answer. It is not temperature, but that is a good guess.
It was a staircase.
Oh, a staircase. Oh, the sun's a good guess too. A staircase. Okay. I was stumped. I had no clue. All right, we're going to go ahead and do this one because he made it too hard. So we need to run this for $1. Okay. I have 6 pieces here, y'all. This is free shipping. And this right here is 6 pieces of a place setting. I do have 4 available. We're going to run one. It's all Currier and Ives. You get the tumbler. So you get the Currier and Ives tumbler. You get the coffee mug. They're all in great shape here. You get a little dessert bowl or berry bowl. You get your dessert saucer. And they have a really pretty like woodland kind of farmy scene. You get your soup bowl. They all do say Currier and Ives. They're marked. And then, of course, you get your dinner plate. That's approximately about 10 inches, I would think. All right, so you're going to get, that is a 6-piece place setting. I'm going to go ahead and run it for $1. And it is up and going. If you are interested in Currier and Ives, you get a whole place setting. Thanks so much for your bids. And Mondi, that is going to you. Congratulations. I'm going to leave this here. I do have 4 more of these. I will run it one more just in case anybody's interested. I'm not going to start it at $1, but I am going to give you a really good price, less than that last price there. So we have another whole set going for $10 right now if you are interested in it. Just in case. I think one place setting is more than enough. Thanks so much for looking at that. Mondi, this is going to you. All right, let me set it down here carefully. Let's go ahead and run. What have I not run yet? I'm going to do this one more time, and then we're probably going to go find somebody to raid. Oh, I got a plate too. I got 2 more things. Let's do this one again. This is a beautiful Westmoreland basket milk glass. It is your grape and leaf pattern. I think this would be so pretty at Christmas time with some like holly type leaves coming out of it, maybe some of those little red berry things. I'm going to get this up and going. $10, and that is running now. It is 10.5 inches tall. Thanks so much for your bids. Beautiful basket. It is in great shape. Mama K Antiques. I want to say Mamakins for some reason. Mama K Antiques. Thank you so much. And we have, this one is made in Japan, which surprised me. This is a beautiful castle and river scene. It's a little blue and white bowl with a gorgeous scalloped edge. It has a little Japan sticker on the back. It's almost like your courting couple scene down here in the water. They're like on the riverbank. A little romantic picnic outing. 7.5 inch diameter. I'm not sure who thought of all that courting couple people, but they sure love to put it courting couples on everything. All right, that is up and running. $7. Beautiful blue and white bowl. You can also hang that. And Southern Charm, that's going to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, I have one more item here that was one more random. Actually, how many more randoms? I had a couple randoms. I know I said that was last, but let's do this. I'm having fun doing some dollar starts. I love doing dollar starts. Can't do them that often, but let's go ahead and do it. We're going to do all 3 of these bowls. So these are the floral bowls. They have a little signature on the bottom. I don't know what it says, but there's a little signature there on the bottom. The little pedestals, there's 2 that are identical that are this size. And then this one is the same design. It's just a tad bit smaller. We're going to run all 3 of those bowls for $1. There you go, up and running. You get all 3 for $1. Thanks so much for your bids. Southern Charm, those are going to you. Thank you so much. All right, we really are on the last item. We're going to run it for $1 too. It is those 2 Bombay plates. I think these are so pretty. I am surprised that you guys weren't like, those are gorgeous, because they're gorgeous. And we're going to run both of them together for $1. Look at the really neat patterns that are on there. They are in perfect condition. Both plates up and going for $1. Hello, Tenacity Ridge. Thank you so much for your bids. These would look so good hanging on a wall. The woven basket, those are heading to you. Thank you, thank you. And with that, you guys, I appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate you buying stuff. We're going to go find somebody to raid. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. The next time I'm on is Monday morning at 7 a.m. All random polls. Thank you, I love discounts. All random polls, you never know what you're going to get. Just whatever I happen to source the week before. Tenacity Ridge. Come back Monday morning. Thank you guys for coming. Let's go find somebody to raid. Let's just see who's on. I have no idea. 9 Dimes. You guys want to go see
Thanks
9
for
Dimes?
joining
He's
us.
always entertaining.
Buckle up.
I'm just looking at who's. Yeah, let's go see 9 Dimes. We're going to see him. All right.
See you next time